A man is now in jail after a Houston police chase ended in that crash.
What's good, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. Like, share, subscribe, comment, IG, TikTok bottom of the video. We're just gonna hop right into it. So this one will be kind of an update on the video I did. Definitely go check out. It's gonna, be a little more in detail about the actual situation and not what's going on now. But if you hadn't seen Lil CJ Casino has got arrested. Now, if you are unfamiliar with Lil CJ Casino and why I'm even referencing an older video, this is because Lil CJ Casino is known, and I put various videos in there to have beef with Lil Ronnie, who sadly passed away with his daughter last month at a Fort Worth gas station where he was gunned down allegedly by Adonis Robinson, and I forgot the other dude's name. What's the other dude's name? Gunned down allegedly by Adonis Robinson and Jacoby Russell. And I say allegedly, but Adonis left his ID, so anyway, we the world seeing this tragic thing, and Lil CJ Casino is known to have beef with him. And allegedly, they said that bro went to Houston, where it is known that Lil CJ Casino lives now, because Fort Worth, Dallas, if y'all, this was Fort Worth, Dallas beef, so obviously you got to get out your hometown, especially when you got beef in the city. And, it did look like he had got arrested for that, but that's not what he got arrested for, actually. So what actually happened with Lil CJ Casino is he was being actually tailed by the police because they were actually looking for another wanted fugitive. They I guess they go to pull him over thinking it's the other guy, and he takes the police on a chase a little bit. He doesn't really make it that far. He gets about a mile down the road in a residential area where he tries to turn, and he misses the turn, and he actually collides into a fence and knocks the power and electricity out of some townhomes. So obviously, when the police catch up to him there, they do realize he's not that, but they also realize when he identifies himself that he has multiple warrants. Now, what he has warrants for is prohibited weapons. So prohibited weapons is obviously like switches, basically no enhancements on your guns and stuff like that, like certain enhancements on your guns that they wouldn't do that, but probably a switch most likely. And aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, and now he has caught an extra charge on the evading charge. So first, let me look into what's the prohibited weapon charge in Texas. Okay, so it says including a third with charges up to 10 years, but I'm seeing here that it's most likely like 180 days to 2 years in a state facility. So what's that? What is 180 days to 2 years in a state facility? That's like, 2 years, 100 days, well, that's a year and a half. Nah, 180 days, like 6 months. So 6 months to 2 years. Then he got aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, which I definitely is carrying a little bit of a heavier charge. And this says a second degree felony punishable by imprisonment for 2 to 20 years and a fine up to $10,000. Seeing that they didn't really say he killed anybody or something like that, I do believe he might get, if he does get convicted, of course, he might get a couple years, nothing too crazy. But what I'm nervous for him for is that they picked him up, and they weren't even looking for him, but they picked him up, and he gets, obviously on these charges, and now they look into him even more, and they might see a connection between the Adonis Robinson and Jacoby Russell, or they'll see that he has some type of, well, they might already know, but has some type of beef with Lil Ronnie, and they might investigate it more, because they might try to paint a picture of he's the guy who put the money behind it and try to get him murdered for hire or something like that. But or like, I don't know, they might try to paint a picture, but if they try, it's some investigation involving a connection. I'm gonna just say that. And I don't know the connection, but well, it's some connection, but let me not say that. But it's just some, it's some evidence to that. So I am nervous for that when they look into that a little more, especially when you won't even nigga they looking for that. That's just crazy as hell. But I guess his time was gonna come. He had warrants anyway. But damn, that's crazy as hell. But that's all I gotta say though. Like, share, subscribe, comment, IG, TikTok on the video, and we out.